Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is First Impressions Friday and I have a product here that I already own. But it's the Castle Arts, and these are the regular Castle Arts, not the Castle Art Gold. I bought the one in the case because I wanted to see how they were in the case. I have the original Castle Arts pencils that don't have the names on them, but these have the names on them, which is fantastic. So it's got the names and the numbers. It comes with all this wonderful stuff. So it comes with a colored pencil tutorial in 5 easy stages, which is really cool. Color and product guide. So of course that tells you all about the Castle Art products and the colors and that sort of thing. I think there's a color chart in here too. Yeah. And the full 120 color chart, as well as the color charts for the metallics and the pastel tints. That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool. It also shows you all the mixing for each color, which is cool too. Oh, no, it's colored pencils, watercolor, woodless. Okay, so it's everything. It's all the different types of products in the different colors that are available. That's really cool. I see. Interesting. Very nice. Very interesting. So that is the insert that comes with it. Another thing that comes with it, of course, is the Castle Club, for the new links and that sort of thing. And a color chart. Now, by the looks of this color chart, it goes in color order, not in numerical order. So I'll have to fill this one out at some point. It's just to put them in color order, because you will see here shortly that they are not in color order. And of course the tutorial book that they send with all their colored pencils. That's really cool. So lots of goodies that come with it. This is a regular colored pencil set. It comes in a case. I did have one pencil broken, and it did come in a fairly large box. Now the reason why I purchased these is because I had a coupon and I wanted to test them against the old set that I have. The coupon, however, made it worthwhile. I do have a 50% off coupon that is available on both my Discord as well as Emily Illustrator's Discord, and I will post it in the information below the video. This is for the Castle Arts website. This is not from Amazon. This is not an affiliate link. It's just a 50% discount code. I am not affiliated or anything else. I came across this discount code. They say that it's available and it's good until the end of the month. I can't guarantee that. All right, so let's take a look at the colors here. So we've got our yellows into our oranges, into our reds, into our purples, into our pinks, into our blues, and then into our greens, and then into our grays and browns and black. And then we start all over, just like we do in the regular set. So I have looked at these, and I have looked at the colors that are in the bag compared to the colors in my regular set, because I keep both in numeric order. The reason why I keep the colors in the set in numeric order is because it's easier to put them back in numeric order if you don't have color names. Because sometimes, trying to figure out what the color is just by looking at the pencil can be a little bit deceiving, a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I do have them in numeric order in the original set. Also, when I got the original set, I was brand new to coloring, and it just seemed a lot easier to put them back where they belong in numeric order. I've got a I've got a thingy that's all bunched up there. That annoys me. All right, so we did have one breakage, this one here, so I did have to sharpen it, but all the rest of it is perfectly fine. Now this one here also, I think it's this one. One of them also has a problem with the wood, which I will sharpen and see if I can get rid of it. If I can remember which one it was. There's one that the wood is quite high on the core, and I can't find it now. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. So it's this purple one. So as you can see, the core is way down here, the wood is way up here. So we're going to sharpen that and see if that's an issue with just the way they sharpened it in the factory or if it's not centered. Having only one broken pencil makes me happy. Yeah, it's a little off center, but it's not horrible. So as you can see, there's more lead showing on this side than this side. So it is a little off center, but it's not so bad that I can't use it. All right, so I did swatch these. So I'm going to send you over to the swatch and, so sit back, relax, grab your coffee. It should only take a few minutes. And yeah, then we will definitely get started on doing a little test with these as well as compare them pigment wise because we've already compared pretty much color wise just by visually looking at it. I'll compare the two swatches and that sort of thing as well just to see the difference between then and now. All right, so sit back, relax, grab your coffee, and it is swatch time, people. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. All right, so we've got the swatch done here of all 120 colors. Now this is the swatch for this set, and as you can see it goes yellows, the same as it does in the package itself, and it is numbered from 1 to 120. The reason why I did this is because I want to do a comparison between this and the old set. This is the original set, and of course there's no names on the original set, so I just put them in numerical order to see if we have the same colors in the same orders. So we have a really pale yellow, medium yellow, another medium, bright yellow. Um, these two here look like they might have been switched around, but oh no. So yeah, so we've got a light, two mediums, and in between a dark yellow, and then a darker yellows into the peachy orange colors. Some more. These two here. That's why. So this one. Okay, so this one belongs up here. This one and this one. Okay, so yeah. I messed up while I was doing the swatch, as you can tell. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they are all the same. Number for number. All right, and I did a little bit of water test on these two here, and as you can see, they did smudge. So they did move with water in the original set. So even up to the 72, where it starts to split off again. So we have 72 here with the white and 72 here with the white. And then we've got 73, which is the pale yellow, 74, which is a peach tone, 75, which is yellow, 76, which is gold. Yeah, so they look exactly the same all the way across the board here. So I'm pretty sure they are identical sets color-wise and number-wise. So if you are redoing your original color charts, just keep the numbers in numeric order. Like make sure that you look at the number of whatever chart you're using that has the name on it, and it will match up. All right, so that being said, let's do our testing. We've got our water test, we've got our smudge test, our three color blend, our rainbow blend, using a blender, using a white, and we've also got an old and a new here. So I'm going to use the old pencils as well as the new pencils and see if there's a difference in pigmentation as well as feel on the paper. All right, so let's grab a red, a yellow. So let's grab this one, scarlet red, a lemon yellow, and let's see, is there a blue? That's ultramarine, ultramarine light. I think this one here, the Delft blue, is the bluest of blues, although it kind of has a bit of purple in it. That's Purple Lake. That's Mulberry. Let's see. Number 41. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so we have Delft blue, scarlet red, and lemon yellow. And that's going to be our test colors. So I'm going to give them a sharpen because I haven't sharpened them yet. Okay, they sharpen quite nicely. No breakage, no movement of the core. Good, 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 good. So far, so good. I like the fact that it comes in a case. You can purchase it also in a tin for a little bit less. Ooh, that one not so good. That one broke. Um, okay, that's better. So that one did break as I was sharpening it, but when I put it through again, it did not re-break. So we will keep an eye on that one, make sure it's not broken down into the core. And that one sharpened quite nice. So far with these three, they seem to be fairly well centered. This one here is a little off, but not a whole lot. But the other two are quite well centered. Now my red is shorter than everything else. But that's okay. All right, so let's do our water test. Let's start with our yellow. Oh, I'm going to switch you over to the close-up camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's just move you down a little bit here. There we go. So they're laying down quite nice. I noticed that when I was doing the swatch that I didn't find any that were extremely scratchy. And I was able to use both a light hand as well as a heavy hand on the swatch. Sometimes you can't use a heavy hand. You, you just gotta finesse them sometimes. So there's our yellow. Now this is scarlet red. And because I have a bit of a sharp tip, I'm not pressing as hard as I can because I don't want to snap the tip right off. But I do want a really good color saturation, so I'm going to go through and make sure that it's fully covered. So as you can see, a couple of layers and that white spot is gone. So that's really good as well. Can definitely layer it to get color saturation, which is good. Same with the blue. A really sharp tip on it, so I don't want to press hard and break that tip off. So today has been a hectic day already. My son's second day at work, and he's already having second thoughts about taking the job. Hopefully he gets over it. He's very nervous about working. Alright, so there is our water. Now let's do our smudge as well while we're here. So we'll start with the yellow. And the red. Gonna make sure I get full saturation so that it looks like I'm completed the area, just the same as I would if I was done on a page. The reason for the smudge test is because as a colorist, we tend to drag our hand that we're coloring with across the page and back and forth. And this can, with several different types of pencils, cause a movement of the pigment into other areas, which can be an extreme problem when you're trying to color something and now something pink that has something green or blue or black next to it, and now suddenly your pink is all full of the color from the neighboring area. So it can be annoying. Alright, I've got my water pen here, and we're going to do a drop of water just so you can see that there's water in it. And we're going to bring that yellow down. There's a bit of movement there. The red as well. Oh yeah, we've got movement there, big time. And the blue. And we've got movement with the blue as well. So definitely has, is water, not water, is water soluble. It is not waterproof. All right, now we're going to take a dry finger and we're going to bring the yellow down. It doesn't smudge very well. Red moved a little bit and the blue moved a little bit. Not a whole lot, not enough to worry about. Okay, so now we're going to take a 3-color blend and I'm going to use these 3 purples right here. Alright, so we're going to start with our lightest color. Make sure that I'm on the screen. I'm just getting that color saturation in there. And like I said, I can press harder to get a quicker saturation without a problem. Then we're going to take our next color. This one here has a little bit of that red violet in it. Alright, and then we're going to take our next color. And then we're going to repeat the process. So as you can see, as I'm covering the white spot, that they do blend together quite nicely in a gradual blend. Like so. So definitely blends together, no problem whatsoever. Alright, let's do our rainbow blend. So let's start with our red. Again, we're going to try to build that color up instead of smushing it down. And then our yellow. our blue. And then back with our red. And dust it off because there's a little bit of residue there. And then with our orange or yellow into the red mix orange. Okay, so it's pulling a little bit of the red. A little bit, not a whole bunch, but a little bit. And then we're going to move into the blue and create that green. And it does seem to pick up the color that you're pulling into with the lighter color, so be careful of that. But we are able to progress from red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And I'll show you that on the other camera here so you can see it a little bit better. So there we have our progression. If I can get the shadow off of it. There you go. So we've got red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. All right, now we're going to try this with the blender. So I have my Caran d'Ache blender here. And we're going to, let's blend this one. Actually, we'll blend these two. All right, so we've got cobalt turquoise green, which is number 101. And then we've got phthalo turquoise. Phthalo, there we go, phthalo turquoise. Like so. So we've got the lighter turquoise and the darker turquoise. And we've got our Caran d'Ache blender here. And we're just going to blend those two colors together, eliminating any white spot. So it does seem the blender really likes it to a point where it wants to leave parts of it behind. There we go. Alright, so they blended quite nicely. And now we're going to take our colors again in the white pencil. That's warm gray. That's not going to work. There we go. And we will use the white, titanium white, to blend. Alright. So let's do it in the opposite order. Oh, no, that's the wrong way. The opposite order. So we're going to put the dark down first. And we're going to put the light into it. And then we're going to use the white as our blender. So it doesn't move around a whole lot of pigment. It does add some pigment and it tones down the other pigment. So it does blend it a little, quite a bit, but I still prefer the colorless blender to the white. Alright, so that one's colorless blender and that one is white. Now we've got the new pencils here, but we've also got my old set. So I'll show you the difference between the old and the new. And as I said on Monday, the main reason for me purchasing another set of pencils is because I really wanted to verify that they were different or the same or whatever. Because I did hear through the grapevine that they had changed some of the pigments, but I'm not seeing that. So I don't think they have. So let's use 34 and 33 in the old ones, and 34 and 33 in the new ones. Okay. So on the ends of the pencil, you can see a difference in the color. So number 33 on this one is a different color. So we will see if the pigmentation has changed because the color on the barrel has changed. And this is grenadine light. So let's do the old. It feels pretty good. Well, a bit of crumbling, but it does feel pretty good. Oh, sorry, I wasn't on the screen. All right, so that's the old, and this one is the new. Still a good feel. Okay. Let's see, maybe I didn't put enough down on this one. Yeah, that's better. And they're very close, if not exact, to the same color. Alright, so I'm going to have to do this a different way because I want to see them right on top of each other, just to see if they are close to the same color. So here's the old. No, this is the new. That's the new. This is the old. Alright. Now, yeah, they're the same color. So as you can see, they have blended together, old and or new and old, and they look exactly the same color for that one. So that's the grenadine light. And these two here is rose pink and number 34. And as you can see, this one here is a different color than this one on the dip. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to start with the old. I'm going to do a few passes. 3, 4. There we go. So we've got a good solid block there. And then with the new, this is rose pink, also known as number 34. Okay. Now let's see. There is, oh, I think it's pretty close to the same color too. Thought maybe there was a little bit of a variation in the new being a touch darker, but it may just be a trick of the light because when I tip it up this way, they look exactly the same. So definitely the exact same coloration. The pigments of them feel the same. They're both very smooth. I'm not having a lot of scratchy pencils in either of these sets. I have heard of there being scratchy pencils in some sets, but personally I don't have that problem as of yet in either one of my sets, the old or the new. All right, so are they worth the money? Because Castle Arts has gone up a lot in the past several years. Um, I feel that they have increased their price above their quality, and even though they are a good company, they are a good set of pencils. Um, they are a basic artist grade pencil, like a colorist grade pencil. Um, when I first started coloring and Castle Arts came out, they had marketed themselves to the student artist. And I do believe that's where they are best suited is for the student artist. They are fantastic for the colorist, somebody that enjoys coloring just in coloring books or on colored printouts, coloring printouts. I have tried to color with these in a coloring book, and I don't like it. But I really don't like coloring in coloring books. There are so few that I enjoy coloring in due to the quality of paper that is in coloring books. All right, so let's go over the tests here. I did pay, I do believe, about $24, $28 for the set in the case. You can't buy a case for that. So utilize that 50% off coupon. It is a huge amount of money, and it's for anything on their website. So even if you want to, say, buy the Castle Art Golds, having a 50% off coupon for those is fantastic. And I did consider buying a second set of the Castle Art Golds. All right, so water. Definitely not waterproof. They are water soluble. They will dissolve if you put water on top of them. The best way to avoid this is, of course, to utilize your Caran d'Ache blender pencil and seal in that color with some wax first. Do they smudge? Just slightly, not a huge amount. They did pass on both of the three color as well as the rainbow blending. They did pass with the blender pencil as well as the old and the new are definitely the same color and are able to saturate the color the same way. Are they are they a new combination? I don't think so. I think they are the exact same pencils, um, just with the color names listed on them, which is awesome, by the way. I was really happy to hear when they put the color names on them. Not enthusiastic enough to pay the full cost of them just to get the color names on my pencils because I do have, like I said, I do have a set of the original pencils that didn't have color names on them. All right. So my first impressions and final impressions all at the same time because I already own the Castle Arts and I have already been using them for a long, long time. I enjoy the Castle Arts. I think they color beautifully, and I'm happy to say that even though they have changed them enough to add the color numbers and names to their product, they haven't changed their quality in saturation or pigmentation, which is great. I've always enjoyed them. I did have a little bit of difficulty using them on the channel because I wasn't absolutely positive that the color numbers that I have would match the color numbers and names of the new one. Now I am absolutely positive that they do, and it makes it a lot easier to be able to say, okay, I'm using number 33 or I'm using number 34 and still have the knowledge that you guys are using the same color as I am if you want to. So, for 50% off, the best deal ever that I have seen in a very long time on any Castle Arts product. Um, and of course, with it being available, the coupon being available site wide, that's really awesome as well. So it's 50% off of everything on, like 50% off of your order. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, the colors themselves are fantastic. I don't have a huge problem with water. I don't use a lot of water products on my colored pencil pieces. And if I do use a water product on a colored pencil piece, I do always blend first so that if there is by any chance whatsoever that that colored pencil is going to run, that I have sealed it in before I start using water on top of it. And what I mean by water mediums is anything from sparkly glitter paint to Wink of Stella to any of those type of um, sparkly products that we have, or even as far as watercolor paint itself is what I mean by water products. They don't smudge, which is great because I rub my hands on everything and they would be everywhere, which I think is another plus for me. So all in all, a wonderful set of pencils. They come in a very nice sturdy bag, uh, pencil case for with individual slots of, as a 120 set. And they will be definitely used as my backup set as I dwindle down the original Castle Arts that I have. All right, guys, I will post that coupon down below. And of course, I will link the Castle Arts website as well. Yeah, words are hard. All right, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. And of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Until next time, guys, bye bye for now.